Hey guys, Madballer here, hope you're having a good day. Today I'll be running through Tryndamere's runes and itemization on the 10.6 patch. Let's jump right into it with the first rune page. On the 10.6 patch, Lethal Tempo remains the optimal choice into bruiser and squishy matchups. Moving down the tree, we always take Triumph and Last Stand, as they synergise extremely well with Tryndamere's playstyle. On a per game basis, you can switch between Legend, Tenacity or Alacrity. As a general rule, if 3 or more champions have hard CC, I'll take Tenacity every time. In the secondary tree, we take Transcendence and Nimbus Cloak. Nimbus Cloak remains extremely strong on the 10.6 patch and pairs extremely well with Ignite for early kill pressure. Finally, we take the standard 10% attack speed, adaptive force and armor in the shards. Conqueror is becoming extremely popular as a sustained damage rune and is a viable option for Tryndamere. I take Conqueror into games with 3 or more melee champions or against a tank top and jungle combination. However, Lethal Tempo remains the optimal rune into squishies or for early game pressure in conjunction with Ignite. Fleet Footwork in combination with Resolve Secondary is a fantastic option into harass heavy lanes such as Teemo, Vayne or Malphite. You sacrifice some damage in exchange for extremely high sustain and lane safety. The other runes in the Precision tree remain the same and we take Second Wind and Demolish in the Resolve tree. Revitalize can be taken instead of Demolish if you lack confidence into a specific matchup. However, in most cases, the additional healing is overkill. With the recent buffs to plates, Demolish is extremely valued for early game additional gold generation. A personal favourite setup of mine is Grasp, run in conjunction with Ignite. You can run this rune page into matchups that you absolutely need to shut down early game, such as Jax or Fiora. Running Grasp into Jax completely flips the matchup and allows you to build a significant lead in the early game and carry that lead throughout. In conjunction to this, we run Demolish, Second Wind and Revitalize with Tenacity and Triumph as secondary. This final rune page is becoming increasingly popular on Tryndamere, after being promoted by high elo one tricks like Yasuke with his mid Tryndamere. Phase Rush is a viable option on Tryndamere and can be run on mid lane Tryndamere against any squishy mage matchup. However, Tryndamere has a number of tough matchups in top in the current meta, such as Set, Darius or Renekton. In these matchups, it is still essential to run a damage rune such as Lethal Tempo or Conqueror, as Phase delays the point at which you outscale significantly. Phase Rush is slated for a further buff in 10.7, and if this goes ahead, we may see it being run into more matchups. We run Nimbus Cloak, Celerity and Gathering Storm alongside Phase Rush, with Tenacity and Last Stand as secondary. Let's now move into itemization. With the 10.6 patch, Tryndamere has multiple build paths to choose from. Along with the standard Essence Reaver Infinity Edge build, Ravenous Hydra is now a viable rush option. The significant buffs to Ravenous Hydra make it a powerful choice to run into losing matchups or tanks. Hydra allows for enormous in-lane sustain and can be used to out-sustain tanks like Maokai, Malphite or Ornn and perma-shove them into tower. However, Hydra Rush means that your crit itemization is significantly delayed and reduces your all-in and dueling potential. Essence Reaver Rush remains a primary build path and should continue to be run into most matchups. Essence Reaver, Stinger and Infinity Edge is the optimal itemization for Tryndamere, capping CDR at 40% with Transcendence and hitting 100% crit as soon as possible. Tryndamere's wave clear after you complete Essence Reaver is significant enough, and the 3 item core of Essence, IE and Stinger allows for strong one-shot potential and anti-kite in mid-game teamfights. Finally, Berserker Greaves is a very underrated option to build first where early move speed is key. This can be into matchups where you're prone to be kited, like Teemo or Vayne, or against champions where you must dodge skill shots, like a Lowry with their E or Set with his true damage W. For your 5th and 6th items, there are a number of options you can go with. Gintu's Rage Blade is the first option if your win condition is to split push and you want to maximise 1v1 potential. Blade of the Ruin King received a significant buff in patch 1.5 and can be built against teams with 3 or more tanky champions. Against CC heavy comps, Quicksilver Sash into Mercurial Scimitar is a fantastic team fighting option and should be built if there is hard CC stopping you from reaching the backline. Each of the Last Whisper options are viable against armor stacking, but Mortal Reminder in most cases will be the optimal choice, considering the dominance of Conqueror in the current meta, alongside incidental healing like Triumph, enchanted supports, and meta picks like Silas or Trundle. It's my belief that Tryndamere is in a fairly balanced spot in the current meta, with a number of rune pages and build paths that can allow him to compete in even his tougher matchups. If you guys found this guide useful, please like, comment and subscribe down below. I will be releasing gameplay commentaries twice weekly, along with more helpful rune and itemization guides. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, good luck in solo queue.